Is it a clap? I can't tell. I can't see from here. It looks like a good clap.
I can see it. I can see it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we're back.
We are back. Welcome back to the very first episode of Saison 2.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
I don't like the way you just did that. That bothered me.
Okay. Season 2. Season 2.
Just kidding. Yep, we're back.
Super boring.
We're back and better than ever. Back at it again with the white bands.
Back at it. I am Massimo and Brendan, one of your co-hosts here. And to my right, I've got...
I am Brendan Ayton. I'm dropping the gimmick from last season. I am me, Brendan Ayton. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm moving on.
You'll do it again.
I probably won't.
Yes, you will.
No. I low-key did it once and hated it, but I gave myself the gimmick, so I had to do the whole season, but I'm done with it.
So you did it just once, and you're like, I should probably keep this up, even though I hate it?
Well, because you wanted me to keep doing it, and I was like, I'll keep doing it. I don't remember that. You told... Whatever.
I don't remember that.
But I just was like...
I remember that.
I'm done with it. So, hope you enjoyed it. It's gone.
Well, we are filming here in the wonderful green room of the
Franklin
Theater in downtown Franklin, Tennessee. As you can see, not much has changed. That picture, I don't think, was there.
Yep, they added a picture of the theater here, so now...
Well, really, that you can't even really see it. I looked at the camera. It's like the corner.
Yeah, well...
It's just a picture of the theater.
It's a picture frame.
It was somewhere else.
I think it was downstairs, or it was in the office.
They really making some major changes here at the Franklin Theater.
Well, they're making some currently, so if you hear some banging and stuff from the ceiling, it's the good old company that's here fixing some stuff. I think I heard home stretch. I heard like a couple weeks left, and then they're done for good. They've worked for like 2 years.
You know what's really crazy?
What?
They've been working on stuff since before we started the podcast.
Oh yeah, like 2 years. Oh yeah.
And if you're an OG listening, you're well aware of all the construction things that we've had going on.
We brought it up before, but here we are yet again. Hey, it's all right. The only way to grow is to fix and continue. And here we are fixing and continuing. And we're back with season 2. So
spitting.
New. I'm not gonna have my Les Paul with me this season, even though at the end of last season I also kept forgetting it. I got my bass as my new bass. I don't have a name yet for her because all basses
Chelsea.
are girls. No.
Tracy.
This is my 5-string jazz. Although it is a Squire, don't hate on me. It's a great bass and it plays great and it's very versatile.
What, people don't like Squires?
Yeah, people are just haters because they think brand names matter. But if it's a good instrument, it's a good instrument regardless.
What about Billy Squire?
I only know a couple songs and I honestly think they're overrated. So,
whoa,
Billy Squire is good, but he's got this like legacy tag to his name that I don't think.
Yeah, it's freaking Billy Squire. If he rolled up here right now,
Billy Idol is 10 times Billy Squire.
If we're talking Billy's, I don't know about that. Billy Joel.
Billie Jean is more iconic than all of them.
That's a song.
You're damn right.
Billy Joel, bro.
Billy Joel is the best Billy. It's definitely
just dropped a song, by the way. At the time of this recording, it came out, like a
at
week
the
ago?
Grammys. At the Grammys.
Yeah.
It was great.
You didn't like it?
It's a great song.
Oh my gosh, you didn't like it.
I mean, come on, dude. What are we doing? like that song would have been good.
What are we doing?
That song is good in 1981. It's literally 2024. Everybody,
it's that he hasn't put out a song in 30 years.
Yeah,
can you get behind? Can you get behind that?
Then put out something original.
Are we getting behind that?
And he's a great musician and artist, but that song sounds like everything made from 2010 to 2016. All the piano ballads, the Kobe Kayets,
like 74,
the Sarah Bareilles. It's just that, but Billy Joel singing.
Just appreciate it because it's Billy
best
Joel.
Part about it was Leve playing cello behind him at the Grammys. That was the best part about the whole thing. If you know, you know.
You just have to like it because it's Billy Joel.
I like Piano Man.
No.
Billy Joel didn't pay his musicians in the 80s and then dumped them all for new cats for significantly cheaper.
I thought we were going to talk about Billy Joel.
Hey, here we are. You know how we go. We just kind of roll. And Billy Joel does not pay his musicians. Billy Joel's the Spotify of the music industry. But like as a person. Because obviously Spotify is the Spotify of the music industry.
This episode's going to get so many dislikes and hate comments because of what you're saying.
Give me the activity. Activity's better than nothing.
Give me the
we'll move on.
Good stuff. Yeah, thank God.
Sorry. You mentioned Billy Joel and you said it was a great song and I had an opposite opinion, so I had to let it out.
Yeah, well, you definitely did. Well, we're going to be starting a new, very small segment. And each of these episodes.
Thanks to Moss, it's his idea. So if you like it, it's his idea. If you don't, it's his idea. I'm just kidding. I agree. I think it's a good idea.
It's not that big a thing. It's just every time we do an episode, we're gonna kind of get together And this is my week. This is my week. And one of us will pick a song that we've been listening to or want to show you guys. And this week's song, which we'll using to propel us into the rest of the conversation, is "Don't Give Me Hope" by Sevy. Andrew Sevener, aka Sevy. There's cowbell in it.
Great song. Great song.
Here's a clip of it now.
Give me your hand, saying you wanna dance. Don't think about giving me that wink like I still stand a chance. 'Cause I ain't your man. Don't give me hope. Don't look at me across the party like we're alone. Don't tell your friends to tell me that you're lonely on your own if you don't really mean it. If we ain't gonna fix it, we should leave this room. Don't give me hope. Whoa.
And we're back.
I'm keeping that in.
And we're back. Hot 96, the heat. You remember that? Shout out last season.
And we're back.
That song slaps.
Yeah, it just came out last week as the time of this recording. And fun fact, I am playing for this man. We just got done doing a few dates in Texas and Illinois. And,
Peoria.
what's with you in Peoria?
It's a fun word to say.
Peoria.
Peoria. You don't say that often, so when you get a chance to say it's fun.
Yeah, because no one ever talks about Peoria, Illinois.
Exactly. That's the whole point of me.
What did you just say before we went? You're not going to mumble?
Yeah, but if I'm going to mumble for artistic stature, then yeah.
That's not going to come up.
It will.
No, it won't.
I'm mixing it. I'll make sure it's heard.
Yeah, but I can just take the volume and...
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, if you didn't hear it, sabotaged by this man. Anyway,
that's me.
Song slaps. I remember, and we'll talk more about it later. We were in the car driving to Atlanta, and it was the first time I heard it, and it was, I think, just maybe a first couple of mixes of it. It wasn't final or mastered or anything, and I was like, this song slaps. I can't wait for it to be out. And it's a good song, I think. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because I'm not in the Sevy camp as much as you. I don't know if there's a record coming after. It's a perfect single if it is. It's the perfect single for a record if there is a... I literally don't know. I am saying that because I'm a buffoon. I'm an idiot. I don't know.
Brendan, what the heck? I'm going to tell you right now.
If it's not announced, I'm not going to try to say something that's not announced.
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
I suck. I'm dumb. Well, let me just tell you. No, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. What?
Sorry. Go ahead.
There are more songs coming out.
Love it. It's a perfect single to begin
Sheesh.
Love it.
Yeah, love it. I know. He's loving it, and it's been fun.
It's a great song.
I played my first gig. I don't know. I think I mentioned it in the pod. I did my first gig with him in
the Christmas
September.
One? Yeah, you probably brought it up in one of the last ones.
Christmas one.
The Christmas episode.
I went out with him in September.
Yeah, but we did. I'm saying you might have mentioned it in that.
I don't think so.
Whatever. Keep going.
What? What do you?
Just keep going.
No, I don't. Oh, fine.
Just my brain.
And I don't. If I didn't mention the whole story of how we met, it's that he just cold DM'd me on Instagram back in August, and was like, "Hey, you sound great. Can you come to Illinois with me in 2 weeks for his gig?"
That's how you got.
That's how I'm here.
The whole.
Literally how I'm here.
That's crazy.
It's kind of stupid.
I didn't know that.
I love it. And in the first rehearsal we had at the house, I was like, okay, you got to tell me who tipped you off. What how do you know me? And he was like, I searched #Nashville drummer.
And you must have tagged something that had Nashville.
I have a lot.
A lot of hashtags.
I have a lot. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're here in the Nashville area and you're on the grind, doing the social media stuff, after 5 years, I picked up this gig. Don't give up. You got this. You got this. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Not like I'm rolling in money, but I got a gig.
I think it's cool also because from the outside looking in for you, it's not the normal type of music you listen to or play.
No.
But I do enjoy it because also personally, if you listen to the Halloween episode, we try to get Massimo into heavier music. This is...
Yeah, but
it's not heavy because it's so country. It's not metal. It's not... But it's got a modern heaviness to it.
Yes.
In the pop punk, new age, pop punk, metalcore, pop metal thing.
They're calling it southern pop punk.
Yeah, like country pop. So yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds great. The drums sound great in the recording. I don't know if that was you.
No, I didn't do the recording.
Do you know where they recorded it?
It's someplace
in Nash.
Yeah, but like I think east.
Oh, probably like a little tiny like a.
I think I'm not exactly. Maybe up in Madison.
Type place.
I'm not sure.
Nice.
I should know. I'm going there today.
Oh, nice.
I think that's where we're going. Anyway, side note.
Watch it be Ocean Way.
It's bro. If I go to Ocean Way,
and you had no idea.
I've never. Have you been to Ocean Way?
No. I want to. I've never even been to Blackbird.
Neither have I.
I want to go to Blackbird.
Should we take a field trip?
Do a tour?
No. Bring the pod. Do a little.
At Blackbird?
What? Do like go to Dark Horse, Blackbird?
You want to pay for that?
No, we'll just say, hey, we're at this podcast. We want to see which studio around here is better. We'll go Smokestack, Blackbird, Ocean Way, Dark Horse.
2 of those are going to turn us around and laugh at us.
With that attitude, yeah.
Dude, people get bumped daily for A-list. You think we're going to go and ask them for
like
free?
5 minutes. It's not we're going to spend a half a day.
Oh, I thought you wanted to like do the whole thing.
No, we're not going to track anything. We're just going to go and like
do a tour.
And
they
do
give
a little,
tours.
Give us a private tour with a camera and a light. And we'll bring Nathan, I think.
I'm down.
I think that
it doesn't hurt to reach out.
Sounds so like
we can do it. It'd be fun to do it at Sputnik too.
Yeah.
Or what's the one with Brendan that works there?
Smokestack.
Smokestack.
I mean, Sputnik is literally 2 doors down.
Yeah.
So,
and we could get Brendan from Tour that we know. He used to work. He used to work at that studio. It's down the street from Red Door. That place we always walk by and go, is this place even open? It is open.
Okay. Remember?
He broke this
chair.
Wait,
can I say this now? Because it's out.
Can.
It was a rental, but what they did is out.
Oh, then yeah. But you can't probably talk about too much behind the scenes stuff.
All I'm going to say is Steven Sanchez.
Oh, yeah. You can. Yeah.
Okay. He was here. If you've seen, he's got this music video out, which he did. He did a full day of recording here.
It's like the album visualizer. It's like a 30-minute thing.
It's so cool. Yeah. Some of the tech guys work at whatever studio, the castle looking thing.
Oh, the castle. I've been to the castle.
You've been there?
We filmed
I've not been there. What did you film?
When I worked at Dark Horse, when I went to Dark Horse, the final project, Music Business, was like the whole you like take an artist, do a couple songs, make a music video, and do the whole marketing push thing to a panel. You know?
Oh yeah.
And we shot a music video for the artist Riley Schindler, who now goes as I think it's Riley Dawn. She's got a song out right now, Show and Tell, that smacks. And we shot some of the video outside. We got permission from the castle to shoot outside. We didn't go in it, although I have seen inside.
So you didn't go in the castle?
I have seen the inside, but we didn't go in for that.
It's kind of boring.
We filmed on the outside. It's very cool. I do think that it was a castle first that they turned into a studio, so I don't know if it's going to have the even walls.
No one went in and said, hey, I'm going to make a studio, but let's make it a castle. I don't think...
You never know. Just for the visual sake, make it look like a castle.
I don't think so.
It's a cool place. I don't know about the sounds in there. I don't know like what mics they have and what console and stuff like that.
I think it would be good.
I'd be down to if we want to. Let us know if that idea of like going to studios and filming is cool, and maybe tell us if there's other studios in Nashville or in the area you'd want.
That might be more of like a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Which I think would be cool.
Subscribe to the YouTube because, we only have podcasts on there right now. But there's a good chance there might be some more stuff later this year. Some more other content stuff. As you hear us currently figuring out
what content stuff?
We might be reacting to stuff. Like reacting to songs and videos.
You really just...
You asked me.
Yeah, I know. That was supposed to be like a little bit where you're not supposed to say it.
Sue me. Just kidding. Don't sue me, please.
Anyway,
please don't sue me. Don't sue me.
Don't sue Brendan. The reason I brought that up is because remember Willie?
Pearl?
No, the guy who worked not the actual recording engineer from Steven, but the second.
Yes.
With the beard and the hat.
Yes.
Yeah, I bumped into him at Kimbro's.
Oh, nice.
In like November or December. And we literally were like, we know each other. We're like, we could pin it because he was here.
He was like the monitor guy, wasn't it?
Labor Day, which is when? August?
Yeah, September.
Oh, yes,
it was September.
Out. So I hadn't seen him. I kind of low-key forgot about him, but we saw each other. Like we know each other, and he was like, "Bro, you come by." So
yeah,
it could happen.
I'd be down. Oh, he works at the castle?
I think he does, and the other guy.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember his name. I can see his face. Great guy. Really great. If you're watching this, which I highly doubt, great guy.
Nice. So we were going to take this episode to kind of recap some stuff. Sevy, you guys did how many shows?
4.
4. Out of the 4, which one felt the most fun, and which one do you think was the best? Which one did you have the most fun doing? And it's okay if they're the same. I'm just asking, just to ask.
So we went to Arlington, Texas. We did Texas Live, and we were opening up for a guy named Taylor Holder.
Yeah.
If anyone, he's huge on TikTok, has like 20 million followers or something. It's massive, stupid. Yeah. Great guy. And we were all happy to be out with him for the short stint. So we did that. We went to Waco, Texas. That was fun. That was outside. And then the following weekend, which was last weekend, we went to Peoria, Illinois, and then Chicago. Peoria was at Cruisin's, and Chicago was at Joe's on Weed Street, which was
nice.
Like these other places were really good. I think venue-wise, that was my favorite because it was like here, it wasn't a bar restaurant with a stage.
Yeah,
it was a venue.
Oh, nice.
With a bar, like 5 bars actually.
So kind of like Terminal West in Atlanta.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. Except
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. The sound guy there was great. JB. He's great.
Shout out.
We were so picky with our mixes because we had the time and could be. So I think from a show standpoint, like if you're in the audience watching the show, I think Chicago was the best. I think for me, Waco was the best. And I would have liked to have said Peoria and Chicago it went up, but I got sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. I got sick when we were back for 3 days, and my energy just plummeted.
And then you had to go back out while sick. Yeah.
So I mean, I did the show. It wasn't bad. I noticed I couldn't do everything I wanted to do the week before.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Actually, Sevy, because it was up in the air. Like on Tuesday night before we left Thursday, it was the worst day. And I was like, if I don't feel better Wednesday morning, then I probably shouldn't go. Like it was bad. And Tuesday night, Sevy was like, hey, should I grab a sub? Or are you going to be okay? And I was like, for your sake, so we all have our bases covered, find a sub. Just because. And then he tells me Thursday, he's like, if you said no, I would have driven to your house and just carried you into the van and grabbed some clothes and we would have gone.
Nice.
I'm like, I mean, and then he's like, I would have propped you up at the drum throne, done your thing, carried you off. And I was like, I mean, I know he would. He so freaking would.
Sevy's funny.
It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my last couple weeks. And it was great. The guys are great. I met half the band like last Monday, like 2 weeks ago. So that's and we all really gelled and it's good.
That's good.
It's really good. But you in your metal band there.
Your metal
band. I mean, you guys did a show recently.
Yeah, we by the time this is out, we will have done 2 shows. Yeah, we did it. We played New Faces Night at the Basement a couple weeks ago. That was fun. It was interesting because we were by far the heaviest band on the bill. We were second out of 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the 4 bands after us, and this sounds very egotistical, but I don't mean to say it this way, played to nobody.
Dang, Brendan.
Everybody left after us, essentially. Because everybody left after us. Which is normally a good sign for a band because everybody felt like, oh, that was a great show. It's actually a good sign for us. I felt bad for the other guys. We did get asked to come back. They loved us. They loved our vibe.
For New Faces or for actual
just
show?
Just for a show. So that's fun.
Stay on them for that, man.
I think what we'll probably do is, you're hearing it here first, even though we're going to announce it at the show that is going to also happen here. Our first single's coming out March 15th. We finally have an official date. And this isn't like before. It's not like before where we said it's coming out and it didn't.
October? Gosh.
Yep. We have an official. It will be released on Friday, March 15th. Our first single, Downfall. Later in the month, not an official date yet, but we'll be announcing the rest of the songs later that month, later in March.
Is it going to be an EP or?
It's an EP, but we'll probably have 2 of the songs be singles beforehand, and then the rest of it'll drop. It'll be 6 songs plus the intro track.
6 songs? Oh, yeah.
Maybe an interlude. I don't know if we're going to. I kind of like the idea of it, but
an intro and an interlude in a metal EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because if you listen to metal, it's produced or almost has the same mindset of like the story of a record that like rap does.
Mm-hmm.
And rap has an intro and interludes and stuff. So, and Jacob wrote this record lyrically it is very storytelling from his standpoint of like all the stuff he's dealt with, whether it's him putting it through himself or life putting him through the ringer. And I do think for the storytelling aspect that just looks crazy.
Is this stupid?
It looks like you're performing at a singer-songwriter's night. But I think it'd be cool for start. We'll see. But yeah, I'm currently mixing all of it right now. It's going to be out March 15th, Downfall. I'm very excited for that. We have a show February 18th. This will be released at Betty's. We're headlining it. That's where we're going to announce Downfall.
Betty's.
But yeah, it's been fun. We're in the studio.
When is that?
The 18th.
February?
A week from yesterday. Yeah, it's in 6 days. For us, it's in 6 days. I don't know when this episode's coming out, not gonna lie. So
am I free that night?
I don't know. There's nothing I don't think there's anything at the theater that day.
I'll go.
I fly in that morning and then have to go from the airport to the venue.
Wow, such a
I'm flying
busy man.
I'm flying home to surprise my mom for her 50th. Shout out, Mom. Love you, Mom. Happy birthday.
This will be out by then.
Yeah,
okay, I was like, dude, what are you doing?
It'll be out by then. It's literally, I'm flying home on Friday. Like, it'll be out by then.
What if I accidentally put this out tomorrow?
I'm not giving you the audio. I just won't give you the audio.
What if it's just the camera audio?
I'd kill you. I'd be pissed.
Okay, if I'm not in the next episode, you guys know what happened.
Just joshing.
The side eye. Oh my god.
I'm just joking. Yeah, that's fun. That's all that's going on in Morway right now. Also, Caitlin Killian. You weren't able to do the show it was an acoustic show that we did.
Well, we did the one. Oh, back up. We did.
Did we not talk about that?
I don't.
Oh.
We might have talked about it, but now we've done it.
Yeah.
We had a show with Caitlin Killian back in
December 18th.
14th.
Oh. Maybe it was 14th.
It was the 14th. I remember because I was just coming back with John, and I had to, that whole week was stupid. And yeah, we went to Atlanta, opening up for Wyatt Flores, if you've heard of him.
Yeah, that was fun.
Who is now on the road with Turnpike Troubadours. I want to say, yeah, and killing it. We got to meet a lot of his band that night, and they're great.
Good guys.
And
Guitar player was at the house the other day when we had rehearsal for Caitlin.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he was cool. Yeah, it's fun playing with Caitlin. It's a big departure from more weight because it's playing bass for a country band. But
like a folk country.
Me and her did well. It was a fun show. It was by far the most professional show I've ever played from a stance of like just production. I've always played smaller shows or like metal shows where it's just like you spot check and go right there.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was cool to have a full sound check, actually make your mix. Have a full show where like it was fun. It was
it's the way it should be, Brendan.
Yeah, I know. Hey, more weight will be there someday. It was fun. I think it was also the first gig you and I never played together.
Really?
Yeah, we've never played together until
we've done studio work.
Yeah, but we've never played live until in Atlanta for Caitlin.
Look at us.
We still haven't since.
They gotta do more shows.
We still
man.
haven't since. I just did a show with Caitlin last week. Now it was an acoustic show at Winners. Yeah, Winners Bar. It was fun. We played 4 songs. That
was back when I was sick.
5 songs.
So
yeah, you were.
Of course,
sick,
I didn't get asked to play, but that's.
But
okay.
it also was an acoustic. There was no drums anyway. It wasn't a.
Yeah, but you still had like 10 people on stage.
It was the whole band without drums. It was me on bass, obviously, and then it was an acoustic show. So Caitlin's on acoustic. Alex, who plays guitar, was on acoustic. We had a banjo player. He absolutely rips, bro. He was warming up backstage. I'm terrible with names, so I really am so sorry if this is wrong. I believe his name's Jesse. I literally met him, played a show, and then left. He wasn't able to come to any of the rehearsals. I'm almost positive it's Jesse.
Are you serious?
I'm almost positive it's Jesse. I just am prefacing it because my short term. Gosh.
Oh yeah, I don't think they know.
Rips. Oh,
He's got short-term memory loss.
Yeah, it's one of those things where after my senior year, I went to go get tested for like ADHD and all that kind of stuff, and they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you have real problems with your short-term memory." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" So that's fun.
And when I don't remember things, I just forget.
Yeah, exactly, which is fine.
What if I have short-term?
You might.
And long-term.
Maybe.
What if I just have term?
Maybe you just have Alzheimer's and dementia. That would suck. That'd be terrible. Anyway,
what?
I know he did his song, but just because we're talking about Caitlin just put out a new song called Golden Picture Frames, which slaps.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to Mr. Sunshine, where it's the slower, sad songs. But I
think we'll be adding all. I'll know the two of those down in the description for sure. But I think as we keep going, and I'm definitely talking this out as we're filming. Yeah. We'll add the
links to stuff in bio.
What are you doing on your leg there?
Fidget, okay? I'm fidget. I've been doing it all episode. I've been doing it all episode, and this is the first time you've noticed.
But yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. I've been doing it all. They will not hear it. I've been doing it all episode. Anyway, keep going.
That was it.
Oh. So, Massimo, he mentioned it earlier. I'll ask him about it so we can talk about it more. But before the Sevy thing, you were on tour with that in all the churches with the PA system.
That's how you're gonna.
Yes, that's how I'm gonna do it.
I did. I went on the road for 2 weeks with. You really.
I think it's funny that I did it that way. I'm sorry.
You went in the churches, and you brought PA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the extent. You're not wrong.
Not wrong at all.
But it's like
I just wanted to not give it all away before you literally start talking about it.
Whatever.
We went out with John and Gotti.
Yeah. Hey, you got the name. John and Gotti is the music director at the church I go to, and he goes out on the road every year and does a Christmas tour. It's mostly churches. We do a couple theaters and whatnot. And this year was no different, except it was a 2-week straight run. Typically, it's like gone for a week, back for a few days, gone for 3 days, back. One of those
back and forth
stints.
Yeah.
This was 2 weeks straight, and the band was J.G. Brown on bass, Dion Clay on drums, and someone who John's known for a long time, since the 90s, Kelly Jones on guitar, who I just met. And he ripped. Mm-hmm. So it was the 5 of us on the road for most of the time. And it was great. It was a ton of fun. I really got to play with the sounds in churches, and it was stupid.
Experiment.
It was stupid sometimes because of where we're in a church. And this is not like a modern church.
Like old cathedrals
I'm
and
Catholic.
Stuff.
It's not cathedrals, but...
Oh.
I'm Catholic, so it's all these very big open, and they're gorgeous, they're beautiful, but it's not.
It's a sonic nightmare.
It's not great for a band with drums and guitars.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Some of the rooms were less than ideal, and I had to tell Dion, I was like, "Can you quiet down?" And I hate that because I'm a drummer, obviously, and I hate having to tell him that. Of course, he's honestly really great at it. Which is why John
playing
calls
quiet
him.
If he needs to.
Well, just like and still being impactful.
Full. Yeah.
There was a couple nights though. I was like, yeah, you can keep going, and he just kind of because I think the only thing I ever mic'd on him was the kick. Sometimes the snare.
Cymbals would wash. Toms go. You don't really.
It's not. Which was great for my input because I was using the Behringer XR18, which has 18 inputs.
Saved you.
And a lot of those inputs were not the band. It was vocals because John's very vocal oriented, and a lot of these churches had choirs that were singing with us. So the first 8 inputs, not even 6 or 7 would be the band.
Yeah.
And then everything else is vocals.
Did you have mics on the guitar amps or was it DIs?
He had an amp, so I put a 57 on it.
Nice.
But I just hung it. Yeah. Over the front. And it was a little baby amp. It was like a quarter of the size. It was and he was like, yeah, it's just small. And I know it doesn't sound great. And I was like, yeah, it sounds fine. So, yeah, there was a couple nights where I used every input, all 18. And I do have a little vlog out. And we'll also put that down below. I was gonna do because I was like talking through it the whole time, and I got home, and I was like, I have over 2 hours of footage. I'm not a video editor. Like I edit this because it's kind of easy.
Yeah.
So I was like,
video editing is crazy.
I'm not editing this because one, I don't want to, and two, I don't have the time. So I just kind of stuck some music under it and called it a day.
Yeah.
But it was a ton of fun, and I was by far the youngest person on the road. John likes to call me, or I think John or JT. They were like, "You're an old soul with young knees." I was the one, not the only one, but I was packing, unpacking the van
doing
a lot,
most of the lifting and the
yeah,
makes sense. I mean, that's what you sign up for with a gig like that.
Yeah, but it's great.
That's
it's
fun.
great. I loved that. I love those guys.
I'm glad you did it. I was annoyed I had to work for 2 weeks straight. But yeah,
I left him hanging here because he had to work here.
It's all right.
All by his lonesome.
It's like the second or third year in a row you've done that.
He
with
made
him?
bank.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that was my third year.
Third, yeah.
The first year actually was drumming, and there was no designated sound guy, which I still don't know.
You just show up to a venue and whatever they have.
No, we brought our own still, and I don't understand how we did it because that was before Dark Horse. I mean, Brian was there, and he knew, and John was very much just plug it in and go. I don't know how we sounded that year. Probably not good. And then last year, I was, get this, aux percussion, PGVs, and sound.
Nice.
No, not again. Never again.
Yeah.
Set the room and say, oh, well, hopefully that sounds good.
Hopefully it's all right. I got to go perform.
I got to go play. And so this year I was like, John, let me, I don't want to half-ass all these jobs. Let me just do the one. He's like, good.
Yeah.
He seemed happy. So at the end of the day, that's what matters.
And you got time to experiment. With
Yeah.
sound stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we're using the Bose L1 Pro 32.
Like the sticks with the subs on the bottom.
No, the subs aren't on the bottom. It's a separate unit still. But I only brought one sub, which is still more. Those things are loud. Like I had the dial on there, like quarter of the way, between quarter and halfway. Like it was
bumping. Yeah.
It was bumping, and I didn't. Like, there's so much headroom on those things.
Yeah. And churches are boomy too, so you probably didn't even need to use too much of it to begin with. Right?
No, I made it. Like, I peaked 100 a couple times in the bigger spaces. I normally floated around 90.
Yeah.
85, 90. And that's where I want it. Because it's a lot of older people as well. They don't want to get blown out by the end of the show.
You don't want to fatigue them either.
Yeah, and I would typically try to sit up front-ish because there was one night at the beginning of the run I sat in the back and I was mixing and I was like, yeah, okay, but everything gets washed out when you go in the back, and I'm like, those people up front are getting a little toasty right now. Yeah. So that was my last time I did that because in church it's like if you're gonna sit in the back, you're gonna get what you're gonna get because it's not. I can't do any. There's no. I have two sticks. I don't have any array going, or anything surround.
Exactly.
So it's, but it was great. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, that looks fun.
How was the shows here at the theater? I don't think I've ever asked you how did stuff go while I was gone?
It was fine. I mean, it was mayhem. I mean, it was not
Christmas
mayhem
season
in a good
here
way.
Is stupid, guys.
Yeah, we show like 3 Christmas movies a day, and then the moment the last one's done, we're loading on stage for the show that night. It was fun. The Gatlins did a weekend like they always do every year, and they were super easy to work with. Yeah, they were super easy to work with and really fun.
You remember any of the shows?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really blanking on a lot of the actual shows.
That short-term memory is really.
Yeah, we had the Isaacs were here. That was a good show. I didn't actually work that show. I was here that day for office work, and then I was around. That show went well. I remember. Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, the thing with the holidays here is that it's just it all kind of turns into one mush of time, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Where it's like, yeah, the days are different, but like literally middle of November until January 1st was like a blur.
Yeah.
It was just time that happened and now I'm past it. Like, I don't really remember like the mornings or like what I did other than work and other than the shows of Caitlin. all I did was work for that,
well,
which is fine.
I remember, like, when I did a lot more staff stuff here, it was like, hey, you come in at 8 a.m. or whatever time to set up, and you're here all day till 11 or midnight, and then you're back here at 8 a.m. again. So it's like
it's a lot of that.
Let me just sleep here.
It's a lot of I was here from noon to midnights for 2 weeks, 3 weeks straight, which is fine, and I actually enjoyed it because it made it such a blur. It's like you just kind of bulldoze right through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely all of a sudden I opened my eyes and I was out of it, and I was just like, oh my god, a month and a half has gone by.
You gotta be a little bit built for it though.
I am really excited for this year at the theater. It's gonna be a good year. I'm obviously not. I can't disclose anything. Obviously.
I will. We're gonna have.
No, you're not. I'll first one of the season, first F-bomb of the season. You heard a bleep. We heard the real one.
He did it.
Of course, it would be me.
Is that a dog barking? Yeah, it is. Sorry, bird, squirrel.
That's crazy. Yeah, it'll be a good year for us. I figure this will be a busy year. That dog's going crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll be a busy year. I know. Like, it'll be, hypothetically, the whole year is going to be almost like holidays, where it's going to be busy, but that's what I like, and it's going to be fun.
That's what I like too.
Hopefully we'll have some tech upgrades as well this year, which will be fun.
I know we're getting
new projector. Yeah,
new projector. Yeah.
I think it's 4K, so we'll be able to see everything.
Wow. Yeah, because we can't see anything now. Yeah.
That's not true. Super Bowl was great last night. We're filming this on the Monday after the Super Bowl, and we had a Super Bowl watch party last night.
I slept half of it.
You weren't here, though. You slept for half of the game.
I still slept through half of it.
Sorry, I was listening to the dog bark for a second. The dog really distracted me for a second.
I know. This dog is kind of going ham right now.
What is it? Can you see at the window?
No, I'll find a look. I don't see the dog.
It's probably like over at Frothy or over at the DA's right there. They probably
that way.
Yeah, I don't know. Hope the dog's all right.
The dog's fine. Oh my
gosh. What you guys can look forward to the rest of this season from us probably is
a lot more guests.
Hopefully a lot more. I'm excited to have more conversations that you wouldn't have on a day-to-day basis with these people as well. Even though they are musicians, I'm excited to talk to these people about like not personal stuff, but how the job can affect a person and that kind of stuff. And I think it'll be interesting, especially when we start talking to like not just artists, but anybody in the industry, whether it's like a tech or a manager or whatever, like how that affects your day-to-day outside of work. I'm intrigued to see that and just kind of get into people's minds, not like with how work affects life.
Oh yeah.
Because I also think it's for us something that would be good to know going forward is just to see how the industry and music and careers have like affected your life outside of it and what you can learn from that of like what people have done wrong versus right.
So in a sense, we're talking more about life and music. So what you're saying is we're going to be a lot like John Mayer and his new thing called Life.
Folks, this is the last episode of the Green Room Podcast. I hope you enjoyed.
Have you listened to that at all?
I listened to the first one and like the first 20 minutes of the first one, and then I turned it off.
Dang.
Not gonna lie, what really bothered me about it?
What bothered you about
the mix. Sounds terrible. Sounds terrible.
What don't you like about it?
It just sounds radio-y, where it's very scooped.
Because it is a radio show.
I know, but I hate it because it sounds very scooped and the high end's hissy. I think it doesn't sound. It's fatiguing to listen to. Like it's not like I know he's very controversial. Best thing about Joe Rogan, you can listen to it for hours. There's not a single thing in any one of those mixes that points out vocally. Like they all sound natural. Like and radio stuff sounds just hissy and weird to me. And I think that falls under the same tree.
Sheesh. Ripping John up here, man. Gosh.
No, I'm ripping the radio show, not John. There's a difference. I love John Mayer. I think they need to reevaluate the mix situation for his radio show. Maybe take some influence from podcasters rather than radio. I know it's radio.
Yeah, take an influence from us, John.
Well, not really, because also I hope that you notice this episode sounds different than last season because I am starting fresh on my session, so hopefully it'll sound more natural than last season.
What an audio nerd.
Hey, man, that's the other thing I'm low-key hoping for this season. I know not everybody that's listening is an audio nerd. I want to geek out about shit sometimes, like plugins and get into the nitty-gritty of what it does. But sometimes we pull our punches because we don't want to.
You'll be educating me. Stuff. I feel like you know more audio than me.
Last night, me and Richard were talking about the bias of the tubes in the Digico.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, like how the bias can affect the frequency range when you're using the harmonic warmth and stuff. That just sounded crazy. He said he learned it from the Toto guy. Here's a show we need to talk about before we get out of here.
Okay.
We also at the theater, on top of all the amazing artists we have a lot of tribute acts, which feel how you feel about it. Sometimes I think they're fun. They're really fun shows because it's like
sometimes
we had the Beatles. You didn't work the show. We had a Beatles tribute act the other day, and it's fun to like look at the rig. Maybe it's not exactly what they use, but you don't see that every day. You don't work with people that are trying to make exact replicas of music from the 60s sonically as well as like the gear. So it's like new gear, new miking situations, new pedals I've never seen before. It's fun in that way.
Wow.
But we had a banger the other day, which I unfortunately cannot be here for.
I was here.
It was sick.
Yo,
Go for it.
This, I've heard, actually. I read, I think, or someone told me that this is the #1 Toto tribute band.
Yeah, it is.
In the nation.
Chris, I think, might have probably said that to you because I think he said it to me too.
Their name is Child's Anthem.
Oh, yeah.
And they ripped it up. I mean,
absolutely amazing.
All amazing pros that have done the road thing.
I believe the guitar player used to play with Kenny Loggins.
Correct. When I went to go see Kenny Loggins back last May, he was there. I saw him from my seat. It was great. I've seen these guys, I guess 3 times now, but the first 2 times was at 3rd and Lindsley in Nashville. Like I just went to go.
Yeah.
And they were killer. And so when they announced that they were coming here, I was like, oh my, I'm working this show. And actually I was in Chicago with Sevy, and I made them drive back overnight so I could make that show.
Yep.
I already had taken the shift, so I had to be there, for work. But I had to buy him a box of Tweez.
And I want to give a specific shout out to Chris, one of our lighting guys.
Bro.
The night before I was here with him, he brought in an extra lighting package for the show. He spent hours at home making lighting looks for the show and prepping. He also was using it as like a training to learn a new software for him that he might use going forward. And it was amazing. I mean,
some of the best lights I've seen.
How literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 new fixtures on the ground only. It's all he brought was 8 fixtures on the ground. And it was 2 different types, just a normal light beam and then like a light bar with color. It's crazy how that can elevate a production from here to here,
One thing I've learned in the last few months is that lighting is it can make or break a show, man.
Oh, yeah.
When we were in Peoria, the lights situation, I don't know, like I have a clip of a video and it just like for like for like 5 seconds, the light just turned off. Like we're just playing a song. And then it came back on. It was like, I was like, what's going
LD
on?
definitely messed up.
I didn't notice it as we were going, but I had the video. I'm like, who's doing this right now?
Yeah.
But so good. The singer, Keith Landry, I want to say, he actually was on the road with Toto back in 79, 80, whenever the Hydra album came out.
Was he like singing like backgrounds with them or something?
Yeah. They actually, right before they played one of the songs that they did on that tour, someone said, hey, we actually found footage from that tour, and as we play, you'll see up on the screen, the guy with the afro and the mustache, that's Keith. And he comes up next to Bobby Kimball, who was the lead singer at the time, and they're like hanging on each other, doing whatever harmony. I was like,
that's awesome.
That's so cool, man. That is so cool.
That's awesome. They ripped. I really wish I could have been at the actual show. I couldn't. More wait. We had a session that day.
That's really dumb. It's kind of heavy, bro.
That wasn't
You didn't like that?
No, I didn't. That wasn't it.
I think that was it. It's the same sentiment.
Yeah. I think the Toto show was good. It would have been better if we had some more weight on it. That's all I got to say. See, that's how you do it right there. Folks, we'll see you next week. This has been a great episode.
Follow us on all the socials and everything.
I love transitioning like that.
That was whatever. Brendan's gone. All right.
That's awesome.
Come back next week.
Yes.
We're going to have a guest next week, correct?
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We do.
Yeah. He forgot. All right. We will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time.
Ciao.
That's mine. That's mine. Ciao.
I low-key forgot which one was mine.
I say ciao. Go. Ciao. Ciao.
You say ciao. I say peace.
Okay. Ciao.
Peace.